This year, 1 book and 3 films have earned ISHA honorable mentions. Sierra Nevada Olympic Winter Sports, The Future Snow Sports Museum, Eddie Encinas and Stephen Jensen. The Man Who Had 9 Lives by Phil Bailey. Skiing, Our History, a 10-part series by the Laurentian Ski Museum. Sierra Nevada, A Skiing History. Santiago Sevilla, producer.
Well, I ski a lot of places, and the whole atmosphere beats them all.
The uniqueness of it all draws me back. Plus the environment here is just a sweet spot.
And the future of Mad River Glen, I mean the life cycle. You start here skiing in Mad River, that passion for the place gets ingrained in you. After getting out of college, and you go out west and skiing Big Mountain and Powder.
Alta.
At Rockpole Base,
Kirkwood,
Grand Targhee,
Australia, adventuring into some really remote parts of the world.
Iceland, Greenland, the Andes and Patagonia.
And then you settle down in a job somewhere, find a spouse and a family, and then you bring them back to Mad River, and it starts all over.
A good day at Mad River is a memory that you'll carry with you wherever you go.
Mad River has this rebellious kick to it that you want to be a part of. That's Mad River Glen, ski it if you can, and that keeps people coming here to say, hey, I've skied at that place.
The authenticity of Mad River bypassed the trends that dominate the industry today. Basically maintaining the integrity of the sport that was, the quiet sense of accomplishment and adventure that it used to have.
We're different, more individualized here.
A single chair and not a corporation.
The experience is so much better than it is at these other mega places. The strategy for us in regard to these big passes needs to be to double down on our uniqueness and our quality, because more and more people appreciate it.
And we all try to work together to produce this thing called Mad River Glen, and I like being a part of something special.
The mission statement of the co-op is to protect and preserve not just the ski experience, but the ecosystem of General Stark Mountain.
Any day that we're running this chair, absolute blessing.
Mad River is an amazing place, 75 years here, and looking to continue this well on into the future.
It's almost exactly the same as when I first got here.
This is a skier's mountain.
Mad River Glen, ski it if you can.
Sierra Nevada, the history of ropeways. Juan Jose La Puerta Rodriguez. In 1916, the first aerial cable car system in North America to transport people was exported from Spain to Canada and installed to view Niagara Falls. Modernized, it's still in use today. Broadly focused upon the various uses of such technology in the Sierra Nevada, a mountainous region near Granada, Spain, the author provides us a thorough record of all forms of transit there, detailing the roads, tramway construction throughout the 1920s, and the arrival of skiing in the area. Reporting on the advent of ski lifts in the Sierra Nevada, the book lays out the progression of surface lifts, tow ropes, T-bars, and PAMAs, and then chairlifts, gondolas, and tramways. There are also chapters detailing the invention of each of these various lifts that were installed in the Sierra Nevada. The first rope tow in Shawbridge, Quebec, the invention of the chairlift at Sun Valley, and the Italians' first detachable gondola. It offers the 1996 World Championships. But true to its focus, the book shows the evolution of each of the 6 Sierra Nevada resorts, from their creation to the present, and their plans for future expansion. Juan José La Puerta Rodriguez.
De la vallée au sommet, une histoire de passion et d'audace by Daniel Soucy. From the Valley to the Summits offers in French the history and evolution of the ski hill near the town of Saint-Sauveur-d'Amont in the Laurentians. Easily accessed by train from Montreal, early Canadian skiers came to ski and dubbed the highest nearby open slope Hill 70. This slope quickly gained popularity. Throughout the 1940s, a patchwork of lift companies spread out across the broad mound to service slopes with such unimaginative names as Hill 66, Hill 67, Hill 68, and on to Hill 72, each with its own lift ticket. Finally, in the early 1970s, a group consolidated these lifts into one resort, Mont Saint-Sauveur, and then in 1979 became Mont Saint-Sauveur International, with the purchase of J Peak just over the American border. J offered a vertical rise 3 times that of the original Hill 70 and had a 40-person tram and 5 chairlifts. After 30 years, Mont Saint-Sauveur sold off the American resort and focused upon its Laurentian roots, buying a number of small areas in the townships and expanding their 4-season recreational opportunities. Daniel Soucy.
Mount Washington Valley, Through the Years, compiled by Karen Cummings and Sarah Eastman. This is the story of the Mount Washington Valley, drawn from articles published in its weekly newspaper, Mountain Ear. As the highest peak in the Northeast, Mount Washington, with its early carriage road, was a magnet for winter sports enthusiasts, like this 1910 ascent by the Dartmouth Outing Club on skis. A wonderful article on the role of legendary Joe Dodge shows the contributions of the Appalachian Mountain Club with its trail system and huts, most notably Pinkham Notch Camp, where winter travelers were welcome as it became the gateway to skiing in Tuckerman's Ravine. Here's the story of the Civil Conservation Corps building highways through the White Mountains and blazing some of the first downhill ski trails with colorful personalities like Carol Reed, who founded the Carol Reed Ski Stores, like banker Harvey Gibson, who created the Mount Cranmore Resort and freed Hannes Schneider from the Nazis to be its ski school director. There's the Eastern Mountain Ski Club with generations of racers, and innkeeper Betty Whitney with her adjacent Black Mountain. Through the Years presents and preserves these stories, offering an understanding of the evolution of life in the Mount Washington Valley. Karen Cummings and Sarah Eastman.
We were all just kids, with our whole lives ahead of us. But that all changed, quicker than we ever thought.
Our unit did a great job on Reba Ridge and Mount Belvedere. We'll make our advance passing through Mount Gorgolesco and make straight for Mount de la Taracha. If we take the whole mountain range, we're one step from taking the whole peninsula.
The horror of war isn't in killing or dying. It's seeing the consequences, the deaths, the wounded screaming in agony, unable to help them. That's all it is.
Avalanche Dreams by Lou Dawson. Although born in New Jersey in 1952, Lou was truly raised in the West. Texas for a decade, then at 14 in 1966, Aspen became his hometown. His father had dropped out of the 10th Mountain Division when training at Camp Hale, but his love for the mountains persisted. Together with his artistic wife Patricia, they heard the 60s hippie siren call to tune in, turn on, and drop out, leading them into an alternative culture of Colorado. They built a home up in Castle Creek Canyon, where Lou climbed the mountains soaring up in his backyard. This book follows the decades of a life spent in the mountains, climbing legendary terrain like Wyoming's Wind River Range and California's epic Yosemite Valley. It conveys the constant threat of avalanches that comes with skiing extreme backcountry as a way of life, and unfolds the one that nearly cost him his life. We follow this addiction for the extreme and his 4-year quest to climb and ski all of Colorado's 54 14,000-foot peaks. Then 20 years later, his support and participation in Chris Davenport's repeat of the feat. Here are the adventures on Denali, his passion for the 10th Mountain Trooper Traverse, and more in this well-written selective biography. Lou Dawson. I Survived Myself by Peter Peru-Shanowski. Born in communist Poland in 1957, Peter was on skis by the time he was 3 years old. He immigrated with his parents to New Brunswick, Canada in '67. Peter credits a 1972 year-long round-trip family drive from Canada to the tip of South America, instilling his wanderlust and love for Peru. By the time he immigrated to Whistler in '79, he had made 3 trips there and finished his first film, Ski Peru. Throughout the '80s, Peter skied and made films climbing and skiing off British Columbia's peaks. His big mountain skiing tied him into the World Extreme Skiing Championships and offers the reader an insider's view of the popularization of extreme skiing. But he kept in touch with his Polish heritage and amid skiing adventures pursued a second love, paragliding. Involved in the early evolution of airlothlon races, a hill climb, paraglide launch, and mountain bike to a finish, he staged his own event in 2018 in his hometown of Pemberton, BC. Featuring extreme skiers like Sylvain Sedan, Patrick Valissant, Doug Coombs, and Christine Umer, the book unfolds the dangers and dreams that comes with a life of jumping into couloirs or riding thermals high into the sky. Peter Chernowski.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Why?
Because I always feel nervous.
I remember getting to the base of the slide and thinking, this doesn't really look so skiable.
Not all blue skies and powder, definitely not.
Part of the creativity of the Adirondack skier is that you ski whatever is white.
There were a bunch of us skiing peaks back then. It's a difficult task. It takes time.
The opportunity to go up 4,000 feet and then ski down over ledges and through significantly thick terrain, that takes a special person.
How long did it take us to get here?
10 years.
The percentage of time that you're spending actually coming down something and what most people consider to be skiing is quite small, but for some people that really thins the herd.
I didn't think this would have such an impact on me.
A good ski down, it's just a bonus.
Der Schneehaus, 1924 to 2024. This 100-year Jubilee issue celebrates the Swiss Academic Ski Club's 100th anniversary. Its 300 pages are divided into 4 sections. History and Tradition reflects the club's history, while it presents and examines the origins and evolution of snow sport. Our own Seth Mesha offers a chapter on the Alpine Revolution. There's a story on 100 years of slalom. The Future and Innovation section follows, with Swiss Ski President Urs Lehmann looking ahead with hopes for the SAS in the years to come. The need for adapting Winter Olympics to the realities of climate change. What is the role of climate models? A third section, Personalities and Values. Here we have Swiss ski jumper Simon Ammann, generations of Swiss Ski Club champions, Norwegian cross country, the Paralympics, and mountain photography. And the last section, devoted to club life and results. Here's the SAS racing record. Heli skiing, a trip to Chile. Transformation in the SAS Norge, and the staging of the 2023 Winter World University Games in Lake Placid. Editor-in-Chief, Ivan Wagner. Danger, Natural Snow, edited by Annette Hoffman and Christoph Turney. Here's an ensemble of 11 ski history articles written and compiled in tribute to the ski historian Dr. E. John B. Allen and his wife Heidi. For example, W.D. Frank gives an overview of alpine skiing's origins in Washington state, tracing the exploits of Lex Maxwell and Kay Kershaw, from winter mountaineering to alpine ski races like the 1934 Silver Skis, on to modern ski areas, culminating in the careers of Phil and Steve Marr. Plunging further in and back in time, Rudolf Mürner describes the Austrian efforts in the late 19th century to develop down-mountain technique. Andreas Parr gives us the story of Paula Kahn-Villar's life, from escaping Nazi persecution to famed American Winter Olympian. Editor Annette Hoffman offers the evolution of German ski jumping into ski flying, while her fellow editor, Christoph, gives a tip of the hat to John Allen's love of ski art, with a story of Olaf Gulbrandsen, and the book closes with the 1932 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, as Robert Barney reveals how it created the 3-tiered podium for Olympic winners and all ski racers since. Edited by Annette Hoffman and Christoph Turney. North Star Legacy by John Firth. Jean-Marie Mouchet was a Catholic missionary, born and raised in the mountains of France, where everyone knew how to cross-country and alpine ski. Destined to be a priest, the only time he chose not to be in the mountains was to attend seminary school, but credits Jack London kept his mountain spirits up. Ordained after World War II, he headed for the Yukon and the call of the wild, all too aware of the past century's deprivation inflicted upon Native Americans by Western society. Jean-Marie saw skiing as a way to help indigenous youth, as a means to reconnect them with the land and their cultural traditions, while adapting to the realities of the cultural change in society. In the early 50s, he began his Territorial Experimental Ski Training Program, TEST, in remote places like Telegraph Creek and Old Crow, and expanded across the Northwest Territories. By 1972, 7 of Canada's 8 national cross-country team members came out of Jean-Marie's program. Over 60 years, the program propelled hundreds of skiers into Canadian and international cross-country competitions, while Jean-Marie continued skiing right up until the year before his passing at 96. John Firth. Going Downhill Fast by Jay Cowan. If this book was indexed, it would be the encyclopedia of skiing over the last century. Instead, it's an entertaining overview of the entire sport on snow, seen through a cascading cavalcade of chapters, with titles like Big Air, Cliff Hucks, Galundies, Gap Jumps, titles that demonstrate this work was written by an insider, someone with a lifetime immersed in the sports he was describing. A section on lift accidents merges into ski touring, and then the X Games. Within its 500 pages, sporting over 150 images, personalities emerge amid mountain facts encompassing Nordic and alpine feats that unfold a history covering 100 years on snow. Weather features prominently, offering storied heaviest snowfalls, the devastation and science of avalanches, and relating personal storied extreme descents of the world's highest mountains. Some 4 years in the making, Going Fast Downhill approaches monumental proportions, tracing seemingly every facet of the sport from ski flying to downhill racing, pond skimming, and adaptive skiing. It will provide a comprehensive resource for decades to come. Jay Cowan. Jeff Byrne, Lifetime Achievement Award for his winter sports development. Jeffrey Byrne went to high school in the Berkshire Mountains of Massachusetts, at the school with the same name. An athlete, soccer and baseball were his sports. On to St. Lawrence College, where skiing was close at hand. After graduating, he began his teaching-coaching career at Darrow School and moved on to Lake Placid's own Northwood School, where, as a history teacher, varsity soccer coach, and rec ski instructor, he endeared himself to students and faculty alike. Hired away as the assistant headmaster and teacher by the Carrabassett Ski Academy, he settled into 6 years of serious ski racing responsibilities. In 1988, he moved west to become the director of alpine skiing and winter sports for the Special Olympics International, a job that encompassed overseeing all aspects of alpine and winter sports program management across the 65 skiing nations. Crisscrossing the national boundaries, Jeff forged alliances with various ski and snowboard national instruction organizations to conduct seminars, fund and build programs that embraced thousands of participating athletes. He also directed oversight of 6 Special Olympic World Winter Games. Jeff moved on to a 31-year career as the Senior Vice President of the New York State Olympic Regional Development Authority, ORDA, where he oversaw communications and venue managers for New York's 3 major ski areas, Whiteface, Gore, and Bel Air, as well as the Olympic Ski Jumping Complex and the Olympic Sports Complex, including oversight for events. Other responsibilities included the Sports Development Department that operated an annual budget of approximately $46 million, employed 250 year-round employees supported by 2,100 seasonal staff. In addition, he was responsible for maintaining a productive relationship with the United States Olympic Committee and various international sport federations for competitions. He developed new corporate relationships while maintaining the long-term partnerships with Chevrolet, Anheuser-Busch, and Coca-Cola. All the while, since 1975, Jeff has been working with the U.S. ski and snowboard teams as a coach, conducting coach clinics, chairman of committees, FIS congresses, and ski club development consultant, right on through to today. And in recognition in 2021, was given the U.S. Ski and Snowboard's prestigious John J. Clare Award for service to the national teams. Never giving up volunteer work for Special Olympics International, Jeff is fresh from officiating at their World Games in Torino, Italy. Jeff Byrne.